short up there. I felt so short up there.
You're good.
Okay, so my name is Lauren. Today I'm going to be talking about key to success as a new hire. I was really shaken. Okay, so yeah, at first I was super nervous. I had no really idea what funding was. I had an idea, but not how in depth it was going to be. So I just had to learn some new strategies. So here we go. And the core values I want to talk about today are teamwork and culture to win. I feel like using your teammates gets you to win. You know, you utilize your team and all your learning challenges, and we all move forward as one. So entering the funding world, it's scary, but let's prep. And a lot of change is scary. I definitely, first day, was not ready. I was not ready mentally, but as I went on, I continued and I got my routine in. Here we go. So my start to the day, I definitely looked through my whole queue, my personal follow-ups, my new deals, my assigned follow-ups that are going to come out, and of course our favorite, we get our calls that we get coming in, so we have to utilize that into our day as well. Our time frame, how long you want to work on a new deal, your own follow-up, look at your pending verifications, your new stipulations, and then with assigned follow-ups, although sometimes you make it a lot, but also just think that you're getting those points for yourself through every verification. You do a proof of residence, okay, I got those points, so let me try to get it pushed out as soon as I can. And just shrinking your own queue. You don't want to leave with 25 deals in your queue because then it just follows into the next day and it's just not going to be mentally good for you. So, and then the verification process, who's completed an employment verification day one? And it's lovely. We love it, right? Okay. So here's what I do for a day one fund. For verifications of employment, I definitely go on ahead, I definitely go on ahead and look through my new deals. If I have an employment verification with me working the first region, really, that comes in, I have to consider lunch breaks, meetings possibly that an employer may have. So I look, okay, if they just open, let me call them really quick. It's easier to catch them right away before they go to lunch, before they go to breaks, and they also have their own tasks that they consider throughout the day. And if I'm on an employment verification, I just go on ahead, hey, is the applicant actually available? Do they have time to speak for possibly 2 minutes? Let me go ahead and speak with them really quick. And that ties into just also looking through your deals, what you're needing before you go on ahead and make those calls. If I notice that the ACPR was blank, I'm going to go on ahead, try to complete that welcome call as well as get the insurance information. If they say, oh, Progressive, let me pull up my Progressive portal and try to get that all done in one. And then we have basically all your steps that you needed. Your VOE, welcome call, and insurance all cleared. There's a day one fund. And for red flags, they're common, but there's so many different ways to spot them. First, you need to trust your instincts. As a new hire, you have access to your guidebook. I definitely utilize that every single day with the examples. We went over them multiple times, and sometimes it was tricky. You know, you never knew exactly what you were looking at. As me, I thought every pay stub was real. I didn't even know that was a thing. So let me go ahead and just try to compare with my teammates as well. Multiple eyes are better than 2 eyes. And send to FIFR if you're unable to clear it. So with this pay stub, like I said, with not being a funder, I probably would have said, oh, it's fine. Let's go on ahead and just use it. We have taxes off. There's no logo. The fonts are a little different, and you know, there's multiple things right there. Let me send it on up really quick so I can get this done and get it cleared. And it's stressful if you don't find it. And there's many resources out there. It's not always the same, but mostly is my team. I utilize my team so much. My new hire chat, my team chat. I still have my new hire chat. I have my girls that I reach out to all the time for questions. My team, we just compare, not necessarily struggles, but just conflicts that we come in with. How can I clear it? How did you notice that I didn't notice that? Even how do you get this done so fast? Let me go on ahead and try to note that down so I can go on ahead and use it myself. And you have your chat, you notice that someone asked a previous question It may not be your question, but if someone asks, okay, I may come across that in the future, so let me go ahead and note it so I can go ahead and go back to it so I don't have to ask again. And the noting templates. I definitely use my noting template that I got day one in training. It definitely allows you to go on ahead and have a step as in with paid in fulls. I definitely use it if it's not under a new payment or it is listed. If you choose the correct drop down, it tells you exactly what to do, who to call, which department possibly, if you need to reach out to the lien holder. And just your personal schedule. I have a schedule every single day, how long I want to work on each deal, a new deal, my errors, I go back to them. Stressful, but I go back to them, don't ever do that again. BFOs, look through everything. And then I just go on ahead and try to input that into my everyday life. So do you guys have any questions? I'm not really ready for that.
Well, we got questions. We got questions.
Question. When you first started, what was the number one thing that really stressed you out, I guess, or the process, or you really hated to do? And then now it's easy now that you're a vet.
That's a great
Human.
question.
I feel like at first I thought 15 deals was a lot. I was like, oh no, there's no way I can get this done. Yeah. So with my schedule, like with my new deals, I definitely, my own assigned follow-ups, I try not to do more than 10 minutes. If I have 18 assigned follow-ups, I say, okay, let me give myself 3 hours to try to get through every single deal. And my new deals, my assigned follow-up, if there's one employment verification on an assigned follow-up, okay, call the employer, maybe takes 2 to 3 minutes, call the dealer, maybe 2 to 3 minutes again, and then EOD, IVR, and hopefully within that 10-minute time frame, I go ahead and just cut it out.
Cool question. I'm not saying that this is the case, but how would you handle like a toxic manager?
I have a list of mine for my toxic manager. I definitely deal with it every day, but I get through it.